This weekend we met up with friends that we haven't seen in ages. And in the meanwhile, they have also sold their big house and have downgraded to something smaller. It was just so refreshing to listen to them telling us about how good the change was for them. But there was one specific thing that they said that really caught my attention. He said, I had to divorce myself from the stuff. And that is what we are going to talk about today. You have to divorce the clutter. Thanks again for joining me today. Please like my page if you're on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, or subscribe to my YouTube channel. And remember, hit that like button if you enjoy this video and share it with your friends and your family if you think that it can help them too. So the big question is, how do women like us, who are wearing so many different hats each day, and who don't cheat by looking like we have everything under control, take back our homes and life, free from the chains of clutter? How do we simplify, get started, get unstuck, let things go and create more time, so that we can truly focus on what is essential for a happy and healthy life with our loved ones? That is the question, and this show will give you the answers. My name is Lizelle Tenton, and welcome to the Vanilla Essence Show. Divorce. Now, that is a very strong word. It is a painful word. My parents were divorced when I was 10 years old, and it was a very painful process. We were now suddenly two entities, separated from each other. Us and my mom on the one side and my dad on the other side. Something that was always one was now, it was like broken in two pieces, almost like a loaf of bread, and each half had to carry on with its own life, without each other. But there was something very final about it. It was the end of what we have known and the beginning of something new. After the divorce, everything changed. And what I only realized years later is that the change and the healing could only happen after the divorce, after a final decision was made. As I mentioned in my previous episode, there is so much power locked up in making a quality decision. And in the same sense, if we want change, if we want to get rid of the clutter that is owning us, that has almost been ruining our lives, we have to take the big, serious step to divorce the clutter. Now, other synonyms for divorce are break up, decouple, disassociate, disconnect, disjoin, separate, split, uncouple, unlink, unyoke. And that is how serious our decision should be when we choose to declutter. We make the quality decision to break up, to decouple, disconnect, separate, split, unlink, and unyoke with the clutter. It is not going to be part of our lives anymore. There is not going to be place for it anymore. We are going our separate ways. And it might be painful. Painful because so many of us find our value and our purpose in the stuff that we own and the false sense of security that it provides. But the change and the freedom and the healing will only come after the divorce. The choice remains yours. It is even possible that you might experience the 5 stages of divorce: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. Denial, that place where you are not quite ready to admit the negative or devastating impact that the clutter has on your life. And anger, experiencing those strong emotions, being faced with the fact that you have to let go of your stuff. Bargaining, trying to figure out different alternatives to solve the problem, procrastinating to do what needs to be done and to let the stuff go. Depression, the realization of what is going to happen and the changes that is going to take place. And then acceptance, grasping the wonderful freedom that is waiting for you on the other side, more life with less stuff. Now that is how serious the decision to declutter should be. And that is how devastating the effects of clutter can be on our lives if we don't do something about it, if we don't take a quality decision to change and to declutter and to get rid of the stuff. Just remember, You don't have to do this alone. You don't have to go through this sometimes painful process alone. I'm here to help, or reach out to somebody else close to you. It is always good to have a supporting friend by your side. Now, thanks again for joining me today. Please like my page if you're on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, or subscribe to my YouTube channel. But first, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and share it with your friends and your family if you think that this can bless them too.